This is how your ego clings to your identities. I was vegetarian since I was 7 years old, and then I was vegan for like 15 years until recently. And I felt like being vegan was like my identity, you know? Like I didn't think about it like too much, but for some reason it was like I can't change that. And then my kid wanted to have eggs, and I was like, all right, I guess I should buy eggs. And now like I'm eating the eggs, and I was communicating telepathically with this hawk the other day. I was on my walk, and a hawk flew by and went into a tree, and I was like asking it for a message, like telepathically communicating with it, and it said eat the bones. And I was like, eat the bones. So I started getting bone broth because I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to be like consuming this bone broth, you know, like our ancestors did. They were eating all parts of animals. Anyway, my point is, your ego will totally cling to an identity. And that's why it's so hard to shift it, because you think, oh, I can't change. I can't do something different. That's like my identity. But it doesn't mean anything. You can change and shift everything or anything at any time you want. And you have to be able to detach from these like ego identities, because maybe your body is telling you you need to do something different. You just learn to shift and you're cool with it, because detachment is so powerful. You have to be able to detach and not identify with all this stuff. If you identify with stuff too much, you can't change. You can't quantum leap. If you shift and change, the world will shift and change around you, and it'll start to feel like normal and okay to like shift and change. That's what this whole thing's about. It's supposed to be about like us shifting and changing and growing and evolving. And that's the whole point of embodying your I am awareness, is being able to shift and change and morph and be like a shapeshifter into like a whole different experience, because your soul is craving a different experience. It wants to experience as much as it can in this lifetime. So the more you're able to shift and change and adapt and go with the flow, the more exciting your life will be. And that's like the path of least resistance. Listen to yourself and follow your guidance, follow your intuition, and communicate with the hawks if that's what's fun for you. You know, it's your game, it's your reality, your rules.